I'm Brittany, this is Eddie, and welcome to Gaywatch, where we watch gay things. Today is Metamorphosis, one of the gayest episodes of Star Trek. Frankly, the whole metaphor is really gay. The whole metaphor is for gay relationships, alternative relationships, non-in-the-box whatever you want to call it. It's that, and it's queer as hell. I am very happy that it is this episode that we are filming today because I film at a 1-week delay. So by the time you're watching this, it will be Friday, December 18th. And if you're one of the early birds to this video, you may literally be watching this as I'm getting married. Quite literally, at the same time that I'm getting married, you may be watching this incredibly gay episode of TOS, and frankly, neither me or my fiance would want it any other way. I am going to be a little low-key secretly thrilled that me and my future wife are becoming wives at the same time that you are watching Metamorphosis. We are those people. So we're gonna get synced, and then I'm gonna hit play. Get the episode queued up on any device you choose. Check the episode runtime in this video's description box and make sure that that runtime plus your episode's runtime are the same, if not close enough. Make sure your episode is queued up at the very beginning so that the timestamp says 0000. Then in a second, I will give you a countdown, for example, 3, 2, 1, play. And when I say play, you hit play. And if at any time you have to hit pause or the playback gets out of sync, all you have to do is use the running clock that will be in the bottom corner to get things back on track. And now the countdown for real. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, a little bit of paper is going across a black sheet of other paper. Oh, that's right, he was napping! Oh, her. Oh, her. Why am I not having fond, vague memories of her? He's doing his best to be polite. Meanwhile, isn't she like literally dying? So isn't she one of those people that just gets really bitchy when she's dying? Me neither. What the heck are they looking at? Sphere cams? That is some psychedelic unidentified phenomenon. Sparklers. That's right. It's literally the thing. The thing can go into space. I forgot about that. It's like, I thought the sparkly things looked familiar. And there's a reason for that. They're damn calm in the face of unknown, imminent something. Right? Yeah, like, do you not notice the weirdness happening right now? We kind of have other priorities at the moment. And time to mute, because I really do hate the opera version. Well, Kirk saying the opening lines is fine. It's the literal opera that, no, I just don't. I just don't. And it's not like I hate opera. I don't hate opera. I don't think I particularly like opera. I'm very choosy when it comes to opera. How about that? And this type of operatic voice doesn't sound particularly good to me. It's grating, you know? And then she has to go and hit that high note at the end, which I'm not a music expert, but I don't think she entirely hits that note successfully. Is she a little sharp? Or is she like dead on the money and I'm just a bitch? Turn that back up. Oh, this was written by one of the Genes. This was written by one of the Genes. Of course this was written by one of the Genes. Wow. I do like that we're getting an episode of like Galileo 7, but now Kirk gets to be here. Totally suitable for human life. That chick's familiar, though. I feel like I've seen her in something else when she was older. Oh, it is the Galileo. Ah, right. Yeah, I would say it's a gaseous cloud, right? That screams for help. Oh no! Yeah. That's how I find it. Now, granted, this guy hasn't seen someone in a very long time, so I'd be like hollering at the first sign of life myself. Well, seeing anyone human. Isn't he someone important, though? Or am I imagining things? No. Yeah. He's... You have been alone. Not that she's ugly, but just... It's clear he's been alone. Or physically alone, anyway. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm with Kirk. A random human just came bounding up to us. I am deeply suspicious. And yet, that is a very salmon jumpsuit you're in. Isn't the companion thing literally keeping them from leaving? Like, you want to cut her some slack because I'm pretty sure she's literally dying. But on the other hand, you don't have to go out like that. You don't have to go out a bitch. No. Yeah, he's being kept from aging, so he's supposed to be like 80 something. Right? That plant tree thing on the right reminds me of the Lorax trees. Right? They're like fluffy. I mean, the Lorax trees are actually one whole thing, and those are several things. But it's still the same fluffy kind of color thing. It's very Lorax. Or is he supposed to be older than 80? You'll rest when you're dead, lady. Why, there it is. The metaphor for queerness right there. Oh, it's gone. That was my non-gendered life partner. Well, you're playmates, see? No virtually about it. You are hijacked in space. What? Oh, right, he was old at the time, but now he is supposed to be older than the... No, okay, no, I got you. We know what it is. Mm-hmm. Right. Don't they bring him back in... Yeah, 150 years ago, but they bring him back in one of the TNG movies. I can't remember which one. I think it's one of the TNG movies. Huh. I was about to say, here it is. Well, that's what happens when an entity falls in love with you. Someone's in denial. Yeah. Although I love how much McCoy is invested, though. I mean, why wouldn't he be? But he's so invested in a very McCoy way, and I don't know, man. We just love McCoy in this house. Yeah, its method of communication's real interesting. Playmates! And she's starting to lose her shit. Oh, there goes her shit. Yeah. What's disgusting about that? Unless she automatically took that to mean... Well, of course, this is, I'm sure, heightened by whatever disease is getting ready to flare up or just did. Well, if it's gonna keep us from leaving, literally. Yeah. I mean, if something's holding you prisoner... Oh, you'd be totally dead. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially if you're stuck alone with only a non-corporeal entity for company. Ah. That's true. That's non-violence. Yeah, that's non-violent option number 1. Those things on top of whatever the hell Spock is holding were the tips of the guns in They were used as the tips of the guns in Taste of Armageddon. Interesting reuse of a prop. Or part of a prop. You know, you would think... No, that's too easy of a joke. Now there's real damage. Great. It's because it can. Oh, that's a good question. Uh-huh. 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 I just kind of enter it, really. You know, the really great thing about this is that you really do have a sense of being in Kirk and Spock's position, watching something strange happen that you don't totally understand, but you do understand is almost painfully intimate. Yeah. Kind of like two becoming one, you know what I'm saying? No. Yep. Yeah. Yep. It astounds me. I don't, the whole concept is so unabashedly gay. Never mind his gay panic response. Is it... I was thinking, was it deliberately not offering to do anything? But I think, no, I think the companion actually can do anything other than what happens. Spock. I know you'd think it'd be nicer to a fellow queer. Oh, yeah. What the heck is that? Except Cochrane don't want to hurt it. Mm-hmm. I can explain it. I mean, at the end of the day, you are being held here against most of your will. Ah. He's not feeling too good about betraying his non-corporeal lover, you know what I mean? I wouldn't feel too good about it either. It's kind of a badass response, Kirk. You know, they probably should have hit it before it got to... Oh, it's angry. The shifting bedsheet is angry. Seriously, what else could that be? See, that's totally... Yeah, that's totally like a piece of cloth that they're moving around. Are they moving it around underwater before they add, you know, the effects? Because I feel like that would work. Well, no, you just hurt the thing that it loves the most in the universe. I don't like to see queer on queer violence either, but you know, I can kind of understand. Soothing it, you say. Don't hurt them, I'm all right, you say. This is about the halfway point of the episode, and I feel like this is where most sci-fi of the era would stop. But the thing that really makes Star Trek is that, no, this is only the halfway point. Oh, yeah. McCoy out here just casually dropping truth. You do that sometimes, Kirk, you know. Ugh, I'm out. Trying to sneak some water over here. Woo, maybe not so close to the mic. I'm sorry. It's almost like the entity needs a body. Hey, Scotty. Those legs. Huh. Hey, where's Chekhov? Isn't Chekhov around? Or is he one of the ones that kind of comes and goes? Does he come and go for season 2? I forget. Oops. Absolutely nothing good, Uhura. That's true. They didn't. Yeah, like they didn't explode, which is a good thing. That little scene gets so much better when you know that like they end up together. Like, stop. Right. The queer to queer device. I forget exactly what Kirk's big damn speech says. I just know that it's a big damn speech. And it very, very easily tracks to Spock. So fits right in with this episode of beings of non-determinate sex or gender doing that with a male. It's just so striking how it's an inherently queer relationship. See? Yeah, see? It's the 60s. They gotta give it a female voice, they gotta put it in a female body. But no, that doesn't dampen the message very much. That voice sounds familiar. I feel like we've had that same voice for something else. I mean, I'm with Kirk on this one. Like Spock, your science-ness is adorable. But we are also trying not to be stuck here for eternity while everything just slips right on by. Illogical, you say? and even if you take the female voice, put it in a female body thing as like not censor dodging, she happens to have a female sounding voice, and they discuss her with the, you know, feminine pronouns. But that the entity doesn't have a physical body. Trans possibilities. In fact, I don't really see how it could be anything else. I do not totally understand the emotion. What a liar. I love how they're all pro interspecies relationships. Uh-huh. Yeah, Kirk, you keep your head bowed. I mean, the gay panic is very real. Those are fascinating, aren't they, Spock? I don't remember this with her. You know, just the argument for queer relationships just keeps getting stronger and stronger in this episode. Yeah. And we're gonna go through every single one. Yes! Because Scotty is fucking badass. Loyal, Scottish, thorough, amazing. Oh, badass. Yeah. looks really good in this shot. Yeah. We're so freaking goal oriented. This hurts. He's having to break its heart. Well, that fucking hurts. I mean, he is kind of like technically right when it comes to these two particular species, like non-corporeal versus corporeal. That's rough, buddy. Unless, of course, they're on the A spectrum, in which case it's a different story. But there are so many possibilities about how you interpret the companion, and none of them can be completely hetero. I'm sorry, none of them can be totally cishet. There's just no way. Oh, it's a plot twist. But like, I also feel like this result is like still inherently queer, because the soul of the companion does not have a sex, at least in the way that we understand it, does not have a sex. So you can put the soul in a body of any sex, and that still doesn't make it... I'm not explaining this well, am I? That's a complex situation itself. See, somebody with a better head for the specifics of sex and gender, especially in this kind of, for lack of a better word, nebulous situation, might be able to explain it better. It's your 60s showing. Got all kinds of sensations, I've love to discover, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, Cat Lady from the previous episode, but like on steroids. It's alright, he doesn't go with them, or like they don't go with them, because that would end, but so they stay, yeah, no. Wouldn't that be hilarious? We were looking for a needle in a haystack, and then Captain Kirk just pops up. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, like she can't leave because death, so they stay together. I'm sure my pronouns in regards to this have been all over the place. That's love. That is some love. There's also another species in your species' body. Just the cultural like, I can't get over it. I just can't get over it. Even if they did this completely on accident, I still can't get over it. From a writing perspective, if they did this completely on accident. And he ain't leaving. Well, no. Ha! Well, and also now they have the passing days, the aging, someone to grow old with. There's like a lot about the context that's changed, so, I don't blame them. Oh yeah, they have to plant shit. Yeah, now you have to survive on the land. Now it's a totally different deal. Now you're just like any frontiersman. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Right? She's not the only diplomat in the galaxy. I almost said on the planet. That would have been reductive. No. Produced by that Gene as well. You don't say. So that was queer. It's such an interesting concept. There are so many different ways, obviously, that they could have gone other than we are going to give her a female voice and put her in a female body. There are obviously many other ways that you could go with that, but it being the 60s, I mean, where else were they going to go? Like, they would have had to have been 50 years in the future, culturally speaking, to even think to do that. And even if they did, the censors wouldn't let them get away with it, so it's kind of moot. But this is such a great opportunity for fanfic. In any regard, you could just have a more general fanfic that explores the more queer possibilities with Cochrane and the Companion. Or you could also have, you know, your standard Kirk and Spock even more directly paralleled alongside Cochrane and the Companion and tie things together that way. Like, there's so much, like they already said in the episode, they already say a lot about relationships and emotion and individual needs and the hurdles of something like this. They already explored and talked about, at least, a lot of that, but they opened the door so wide into so many possibilities that, I don't know, you could get so much traction out of that. I feel like this is one of their more universal episodes, especially obviously when it comes to the queer community. I feel like any queer person can kind of look at this Rorschach test and pull from it what is most meaningful to them. Was that on purpose? As far as Gene Kuhn was concerned, I don't know. Probably not to that scope. But this is one of those cases where what you can take from a project, even though it's not intended, and it's important to remember that it's not intended, it still doesn't mean that you can't take something of value from it. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I will be here in 2 weeks because I'm, getting married, going on a honeymoon, all that jazz. I will be back in 2 weeks, but the channel won't be entirely dead during that time. You will get a couple of videos getting thrown your way. I will be here on January 8th with more Star Trek. I hope you have a great end of the year, at least better than the way the rest of the year has been going. I hope you have a great start to the new year. I will see you on the other side. Please remember to take care of yourself.